This chart says an awful lot that we're about to show you. Children in America were getting better at reading and writing for decades. Getting better. Right up until 2010, and then they dramatically drop off, and they continue to crash. Things are getting worse quickly. What happened in 2010, you might ask? 46 states adopted the federal government's Common Core learning program. It changed the way students learn. Take reading, for instance. Districts switched from phonic reading, where you learn by sounding words out, how we all learned, to a new guessing-based method, which you use the text as well as pictures and digital media to get the meaning. It didn't work. Then Mississippi went back to basics. Things changed. It went from 49th in the U.S. to 21st in fourth grade literacy rates in 2022. They continue to go up. Just last week, the state of Maryland announced it hopes to mirror Mississippi's success by teaching phonics. Fontanilla has spent over 15 years as an educator, writes frequently about schooling in America. Her most recent piece compared Common Core to a sinking ship and joins us now. Thank you. Look, you think about the ship analogy. I like it. Who cares about the ship, which is Common Core? I know there's a lot of money behind it to try to save it. But what you worry about is the kids, right, who are on the ship, who've had their math numbers fall down and their reading numbers fall down. Can we save the kids?
Absolutely. There is still time, and America needs to know that there's still time, but we need to do it now. We need to change what is happening in our public schools now and get rid of Common Core now. We are at, right now, most of our students are at about 30 to 40% proficient in math, 50 to 60% proficient in reading. And I'm a teacher. That grade is an F. So we really do need to take some action right now, and this should be bipartisan on getting rid of Common Core. It doesn't work.
I think your story is so interesting, right? Because you started out as a public school teacher, and you were so sort of bought into the ideas behind it and the Obama administration's ideas on education. And then you left because you saw what happened. You started your own homeschooling operation. And now I'm interested because homeschooling is now under attack by the left as well. Professor Elizabeth Bartholet wants a presumptive ban on homeschooling. She is a law professor at Harvard, published a letter calling for stricter regulations on homeschooling, sparking a debate about issues ranging from government intervention in schooling to Harvard elitism. And I'm wondering why you think people are so threatened now by what you're trying to do.
Well, for one, homeschool students have always outperformed public school students. And I think America is waking up to that fact, and they're realizing that our public schools are giving our students a bad deal. Free is not always free, and there's a cost with that. And also, when a parent pulls a child from the school, they take away the money that is being sent for that child to the district or, to the school. And that is the main threat. It's money. And if you think about Common Core, there's billions and billions of dollars spent on adopting these new standards and including getting all of these new books and curriculum. And it's just a waste. And our students are very much affected by this. And parents are fed up. They're ready to pull their kids from public schools. And that's why we've seen millions of parents make that decision. And I can see why they're threatened.
Look, and when people get threatened, they get desperate, for lack of a better term. I'm wondering what you think of what happened in Mississippi. We've had Tate Reeves on, the governor, a couple of times to talk. They call it the Mississippi Miracle, right? They all of a sudden said, we're going back to phonics, and we're going to start holding kids back, and we're going to really prioritize kids in third grade. If they can't read, we're going to make them read or they don't move on. And here is the governor. Take a listen.
Our high school graduation rates are rising rapidly as well. We've gone from 72.5% high school graduation rates now to 88.9% high school graduation rate, better than the national average. And so we're seeing what is, in fact, truly a Mississippi miracle, and it's because of conservative reforms.
Is it really conservative reforms, Callie, or is it student-first reforms?
Well, like I said, it shouldn't be partisan, the education of our nation's children. I think that there's too many interest groups that have their fingers in our schools. Like, for example, Bill Gates was a huge funder of Common Core, $200 million from the Gates Foundation to get Common Core implemented. There's too many hands that are in the too many interests that are trying to control our nation's our students' education when it should be the teacher. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, is it more about too many interests about education? Because I think we can all agree that people have, or hopefully agree, people have good intentions, right? They want kids to learn. They want kids to excel.
I guess I can agree on that, but
oh no, well that's sort of where I was getting, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is it about kids excelling, or is there some other ulterior motive that may not be so much political as it is ideological?
I think it's about control. And I do think that there's an agenda to dumb down our nation's children so that they will basically obey whatever the government is telling them and lack critical thinking skills and have an illiterate nation that doesn't know how to self-govern so that they can bring in more governmental control. But that's a whole nother conversation.
That is indeed. It's one we have often, though, on this show. So we'll have you back to have that conversation. I'm really admiring. It takes a lot of courage to speak out. I hate the term speaking out, but it takes a lot of courage to be blunt and to be willing to speak truth to power and to go out and start your own thing. And we're glad to have you, and we will have you back. People can find the latest article you wrote on my Twitter feed, and we're looking forward to talking about a lot of things.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.